everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well. So today I thought I would bring to you, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I love a little bit of bling and sparkle and glitter on my colouring pages. So I thought I would bring to you all the things that I use to glitterify and bling up my pages. It's quite a wide range. I've built this collection up over time. So yeah, I'll just get straight into it. And the first one is Stickles. I will write the list of all the ones that I have and a link of where to get these things from in the description below. So I have around 8 Stickles. Doesn't seem to be all of them here. There's a green one missing. Don't know where that. Oh no, there's a couple more hiding. A couple more hiding. I thought I'd got everything out. So I have got cranberry, which is kind of a ready one. I have a sunburst, which I've used a couple of times, and that's like a yellow, but it's like a green thing. So I don't know if you can quite see it here, but I've used it on the sun in the circle of life there. So it's yellow with a green tinge. Crystal and diamond are my favourite kind of clear ones. I've had to rebuy a crystal one, so that shows you how much I like that one. I have one called Glisten, which is kind of a bronzy with multicolour glitter in. Again, that one feels quite empty, so I need to get that one. I've got Mermaid Tail, which is a purpley with blue glitter. I have got Waterfall, which is blue with like a greeny glitter. I've got Holly, which is like greeny with red and gold glitter, and that's really good for Christmas pictures. I have a Grapefruit, which is pink with yellowy gold glitter. I have Mercury Glass. I saw someone recommended this one. This is like a goldy bronzy colour. I have Cosmic, and I've used Cosmic on one in Worlds of Wonder. It's on my cat page in Worlds of Wonder. So I've used Cosmic on the mushrooms there. I don't know if you can see. And I also have Black Diamond. So they are all my Stickles, and I will just show you a quick swatch of those. These are all of them here. It's all very sparkly. They do, when you put them on, they can leave a little bump, but they do kind of dry semi-flat. But when you're colouring on the other side, it can be quite difficult to colour over them. So just to bear that in mind. But these are kind of my favourite ones. I don't think I will need any more. So yeah, so that's my Stickles. Then I have some Stickles glitter gels. So these come in these kind of round pots, and I use a palette knife, or I just dip my finger in and smear it on. So I have Dark Matter, which is beautiful goodness, and that's kind of black with silver circles and then like turquoise and pink kind of confetti. I have Solar Flare. This is, yeah, Solar Flare. So this is gold with gold stars and lots of goodness. Whoops. I also have Venus, which is pink with gold stars and purple bits and pink glitter. I have Pegasus, which is the purple glitter with blue, green, red, very, very fine strands. I have Nebula, which is one of my favourites. It's like a clear gel with gold stars in, and it's very, very pretty. And I think that's the one I have used the most. I have Aquarius, which is a blue gel with blue stars and lots of other kind. You can see that in the light. I have Galaxy, which is a turquoise with silver hexagons and other lovely goodness. And then another one, which is my favourite, is Moondust, and that's a white kind of clear gel with, again, multicolour glitter in it. And again, that's one of my most my most used one. So I thought I'd show you a few examples where I've used these. So this is one where I've used the purpley glitter gel. So that's what I've put on the background. Yeah, so I use a palette knife to smear it on and then spread it around. Or if it's little dots, I will literally dip my finger in and then spread it around with my finger. Don't know if I've got any more in there or in there or in there. And then in this one, I don't know if I've used it in that one, to be honest. I can't think where else I've used. Oh yes, I've used them in here. Use it in the background there. That's like the turquoisey one. And then I've also used in the background here. So it looks, they show it really, really well on black. So I've used the pink one in that picture. That is the Stickles glitter gels. I think I've got them. I will link it down below, but I think I've got them from Craftly or something like that. They're something like £5 a pot, maybe a little bit more, but I think you can also get them on Amazon. So that's the Stickles glitter gel. Then I have a couple of the Cosmic Shimmer Lunar pastes. Now I have Stellar Ice. So this is a white paste with very fine silver glitter in. And I also have, I think this one's Flamingo, Stellar Flamingo. So that's pink glitter with silver in. I think I've only used the white one. I don't even think I've used the pink one at all. But the white one is in the background there. So it's very, very fine glitter. It does leave it quite rough on the top. I don't really like the way that effect in there, but it's very, very shiny. I think it would look great on a black background. Again, you can see I've used the blue Stickles glitter gel in this picture as well. So that is that. I think it's really good for moons and things like that. If you want a silver moon, it'd be really, really great. I've just used it in a picture this month, actually, in Worlds Within Worlds. So that's my two Cosmic Shimmer Lunar pastes. And then I also have 4 Cosmic Shimmer Sparkle Texture pastes. I got these second hand. I've got this one in warm gold. I've got this one in emerald. I'll show you, I've used the emerald before. Again, I use a palette knife or my finger to smear them on. I've got this one in Frosty Dawn, which is really nice. It's like a white gel with orangey glitter in. You can just make that out on the camera. And I have Silver Moon. And again, this one's really good for moons. And I've definitely used it in a moon. And I've used that in Angela Gonzalez. So I think I got them at Christmas. And that is the paste in the background here. That's the green one, the emerald. So it does create a really nice sparkly background. I quite like it. And they will last for ages. The pot's really massive. I got those secondhand, but I know that you can get them online, and I will link that below. Then the other things, which I think I use on practically every single page I colour with, and that is my Pentagel dual hybrids. I have most of the colours, so I've got silver with metallic copper and green. I have a gold, I have a normal silver, I have light violet with metallic red and blue, violet and metallic blue, light blue, blue grey and metallic blue and silver, green and metallic yellow and metallic green, turquoise one, turquoise green and metallic rose and gold. I will list all of these in the description below of all the different kind of colours you can get. You can get these in packs, in like packs of 8 and packs of 7 and an assortment from Amazon, where I started my sets off from. But if you want them singularly, you can get them from Cult Pens and you can get them off eBay. I am struggling a little bit with mine. If you look at this here, the ink is kind of split and it's got air bubbles in it. and it's really difficult to get those air bubbles out. I've been trying to work out today how to get them out, and I tried putting water in them. That didn't work. That completely destroyed my pen. And I've tried the shaking method that way, but I've heard if you do it like a thermometer, that can help. But I'm also going to try warming them up on some steam or soaking them in hot water and see if that makes a difference. But I tend to store mine in this roll up, but nib down. I have also stored them horizontally, and both times this has happened to me. So I'm in two minds. I absolutely love these pens, but I'm in two minds as to whether to replace some of them. This one seems to be a major problem, the blue-green one. The turquoise seems to have a problem. The silver, it's happened to most of them, to be honest, at some point. So I don't know if it's just I'm not using them enough, but I tend to use them pretty much on every picture. So it's a bit kind of like, oh. Some of them haven't done it at all, like this. I mean, this one has now, but I've used most of this already. So if anyone knows or is having similar problems with the Pentagel hybrid, please do drop me a comment and tell me how you've dealt with the air bubbles. I'd love to know. But some of them don't seem to get it at all. So I don't know if it's just because of the ink is different or the makeup is different, and some of them just do it and some of them just don't. I mean, look at that one. You can see, like, the air bubbles just, you know. So yeah, that's a bit frustrating because they're not exactly cheap pens. So yeah, so I'm going to have a go with trying to put them on over some steam or something to heat it up and see if the air bubbles will come out. But these I absolutely love. But like I said, I'm in two minds as to whether to replace some of them. So that's my Pentagel hybrids. I'm going to show you some examples of where I've used those. Okay, this is a sneak peek of one of my completed pages this month. I have used Pentagel hybrid there. So they're kind of two-tone colours. It went down purple, it looks purple in some light, and blue in another. Similarly, for the earrings, I've used Pentagel hybrid pretty much all over these earrings, all over these jewels. This is Pentagel hybrid here. So I have pretty much used them everywhere. But that's a sneak peek of one of my completed pages for this month. So that's the Pentagel hybrid. Absolutely love those. Then I have my acrylic top coats. So I have Enchanted Shimmer, which is a shimmering iridescent acrylic top coat. So it goes on clear, but when you move it, I have a blue, so it shines blue. And I can show you an example of that here. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. So I've put it here, on this here, and yeah, it makes it really shimmery. And I've also got it in Circle of Life. I use it a lot for the water in Circle of Life. So, no, probably not on there actually. Don't know if I've used it on here. No, that's just metallic water paint. I've used it on this one again. No, that's metallic watercolour as well. I can't find it in Circle of Life, but I'm sure I've used it at some... Oh, no, I've used it in my Enchanted Earth. But yeah, so that's a good example of it on the Princess page. Then I also have Dragonfly Glaze, which is, again, is an acrylic top coat, and it's a colour changing top coat. So you can get, so the one I've got a violet, blue, green shift, and then I've also got a full spectrum shift. I don't see, I've used the full spectrum shift a couple of times and I can't see the change at all, so I wouldn't recommend the full spectrum. But this one, the violet, blue, green shift, you can see on the princess dress here. It puts a really lovely, beautiful shimmer on the dress, and it's also in this one here. I've used it on this one, on this dress too. So that is those. And then I also have DecoArt Galaxy glitters, and I've got a fair few of these, and I bought these second hand. And I've got Clear Ice Comet, Silver Moon, Supernova Berry, and Aurora Borealis Green. Now, I have definitely used the DecoArt Galaxy Glitter in Arita Berman. I'll show you that. That's that there. And I've used that in the background here. And it was just create a kind of ice frost effect. I have to say, the Clear Ice Comet is the one I've mainly used. I haven't really used the other two at all. But I think it's really nice on snow. I quite like using it for snow. I don't know if I've got any more in here. I can show you where I've used it. Yeah, I've used it here. Actually, I think I used this. I think looks like this one, Silver Moon, and that's on these little bits here to make it look a little bit sparkly. So yeah, that's how I use those. I haven't used the magenta or the green one at all, so perhaps I should get on and use them in pictures. And then I also have a couple of Folk Art Glitterific. I have Blue Moon, and I also have, this is like one with really big glitter pieces in. I couldn't remember where I'd used this one before, but this one I've used in a Hannah Carlson picture. And I think if I hadn't completely ruined the background with other things, it probably would have looked okay. So I've used that in the background here, and I put it all over. Basically, when I screw up a page, I tend to just plaster it with glitter, and it just makes me feel better for having ruined the page. But yeah, I use that as a top coat. And actually, these acrylic top coats are really good. If you use chalk pastel, they're really good to seal the chalk in, which I think is a really great idea rather than using fixative. So yeah, that's got quite big glitter pieces in, and they're quite colourful. So that was Daydreams. And then lastly, the things I used for glitter. So this is all glitter, not shimmer. Shimmers are different, so, you know, I probably, you know, when I talk about shimmer, it'll be metallic, so I'll be talking about my metallic watercolours, my metallic Sakura jelly rolls, and a Nouveau thing I've got, but that's coming up. So this is glitter we're talking about. And then I have 4 watercolour, 5 watercolour glitter paints from the Art Spirits. I have Rainbow Dust, which is like a clear one with like multicolour glitter. I have Magic Fairy Dust, which again is clear but has very blue-greeny glitter. I have Mirror Dust, Mermaid Dust, and Disco Dust. I have found these quite difficult to use, and I think that is because I haven't let the water sit enough in order to really get the glitter part of it out. And so you have to let the water really sit on the paints for quite a while to really get the density in the glitter. So I've got an example of where I've used this. This is in Lost Ocean, and I've used it in the background here. Don't know if that's catching in the light. It's very subtle, but it's quite nice just to catch. And this one's the mermaid dust, and this was watercolor I used in the background anyway, and then I put the mermaid dust over the top, and that worked much better when I let the water sit on the paint properly to really get it working. Don't think I've got any more examples in here. There's another example of Stickles in the background there. I'll just go through my books now and just check what I pulled them out for. Got that one. Oh, there is one more thing. So yeah, that Art Spirits is on Etsy. So I will link to that below. The last thing is actually my Chromatec glitter gel pens. I think I have a pack of 30, and you also get refills, so that's really good. They don't have colour names on, they have just a number, but the refills also have the number, so it's really good at matching them up. And they're really, really glittery. I really love them. So I've used them on the border here and on the border here. I've also used them in here. Wherever I used them, I've used them on the yellow, the gold bits in the dress on the bottom and on the lamp here. Really like them. Really, really nice range of colours. These ones here are kind of quite metallic-y, like gold, bronze and silver. But I really like this kind of yellowish here to make a really nice yellowy gold. So yeah, these are my daughter's set, and I got my own set because I really, really liked them. So that's that. Anything else? No. That is everything colour booked. And then there's a couple of other smaller things. I have this loose stars and moon confetti, and I have a sticky a quickie glue pen, and I apply them with that. And I have a tool as well, which I'd apply them with, which I can't quite find at the moment. So I have this loose. There's loads in here. I don't think I'll ever get through them. And then I also bought these, and I think I bought these from the range, and they're kind of very small tubs of loose confetti pieces. There's some loose glitter, and then I've got stars, hearts and flowers, and I have used these in my enchanted faces, and you can see I put some yellow flowers in the background there. So again, it's just some added extras that you can use. And again, I use my quickie glue pen to add them on. I will link where I bought one of those. I think I got these from Amazon as well, but there's like small stars, small moons, different shapes of stars, which is quite nice. And I have used those, but what I found with them is they do tend to fall off, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know if I'll be able to show you in here. I did put them in here. Yeah, there's a couple. But they do tend to put off, so it's probably the glue that I'm using. Sometimes, though, if you put them over the top of watercolour, they don't tend to stay on. So I think it depends on the surface that you're putting them on. So that is everything I use that glitters and blings up my colouring pages. So I hope that's useful. Any comments, let me know, especially in relation to Pentagel hybrids and getting air bubbles out of gel pens. I would love to hear about that. But that's everything I use to glitter up my pages, and I love it. So that is my first video on my glitter. Next will probably be on shimmer. So look forward to coming back to you again. Thank you for watching. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hi again, everybody. I thought it might be useful for you to just see a couple of swatches. So this is the Cosmic Shimmer Sparkle Texture Pastes. Emerald, Frosty Dawn, can't really see Frosty Dawn, Warm Gold and Silver Moon. I've already shown you the Stickles. These are the Stickles glitter gels. So Pegasus, Aquarius, Solar Flare, Venus, Nebula, Moon Dust, Dark Matter, and more Venus. No, I can't remember what that one is. Galaxy. That's the Lunar Paste, Stellar Flamingo and Stellar Ice. There's a couple of other things I forgot. I've got Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens, but I don't tend to use them very often. They really transfer and are quite fiddly to use. But essentially that's these there. I've got like a floral set, Barn Red, Pink Lemonade, Tangerine, Orchid, Cotton Candy and Firefly. And plus I didn't have many examples of where I'd actually used them. So they weren't for me, those. I've got a Sakura Stardust, which is like a clear gel pen I use over the top of things. These are the DecoArts. So there's the Enchanted Shimmer Blue at the top. Galaxy Gives a Clear Comet, Supernova Berry, Silver Moon and Aurora Borealis. That's the Dragonfly Glaze, Violet Blue Green Shift, That's the Glitterific, that's a kaleidoscope, the one with the big glitter pieces, and that's the Glitterific Blue Moon. And there is another thing as well, which is the Winsor & Newton iridescent medium. This is quite thin. You apply it over things again to give like a very shimmery sheen. Don't know if you can quite see that there. And I just apply that with a paintbrush because it can be quite thin. But there's loads of it in the bottle. You can probably get that from Hobbycraft. But that's another thing I use for glitter. And I think that really is all my glitter stuff now. So I'm really sorry that I didn't show you that before. And I thought it might also be useful for you to just have a quick look at the swatch of the Pentagel hybrids. If I can find them in this book. I should be able to. No, not there. Oh, sorry everybody. I'll get there in a minute. That's the Chromatec. Lovely and glittery. My swatches are pretty rubbish on here. I can't find the Pentagel hybrids. Oh, here they are. They're at the front here. Blue metallic green, light pink and metallic orange, metallic yellow, silver, light green and metallic blue red, silver and metallic copper and green, violet metallic blue, light violet and metallic red and blue, gold, pink and metallic pink, blue, grey and metallic blue and silver, gold and metallic red and gold, turquoise green and metallic green and red, green and metallic blue, black and metallic red, a blue gold and a yellow metallic green. So that's all the ones I have. So yeah, I thought you might be interested to see the kind of few swatches that I have of the various things. So that really is it now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.